What's up, Jay Fishing? What's up, Tristan? Favorite view. What's up, Smurfy? Yeah, I just got back to the house, the townhouse. I went like 260-mile drive. Drove down there Wednesday, wind check traps all day Thursday and Friday. Put like 300 miles on my sled, and then drove all the way back out to Manly and drove all the way to Fairbanks to go. I had my buddy Dick Cameron. It was on here. He had a we had a banquet for the resident hunters of Alaska, and he was going to speak and all that. So we went to that, and then I drove home today. So I've got some marten skulls. What's up, Trapper Scotty? I got these marten skulls. I've had them in water for I don't know, over a month. They were maybe 2 months. These have been in water. So I'm gonna dump this dump this out. Well, nobody's home. I'm gonna dump this out and try to clean up these skulls a little bit. We'll see how that goes. Whew. It's gonna stink. That's why I'm doing it while nobody's home. Yeah, I sniffed the bottle. It's that this thing. I drilled a hole in the lid and put a glove on it because it was building a bunch of pressure in here, and I cracked it open. And when I did that, it made Trapper Katie throw up. So we're gonna open a window, and we got some other stuff going on here too. We got what's up, Sloaner? We got this crock pot going. It's just heating up. And then we're gonna I got a beaver skull. We're gonna drop that in there to get that cleaned up. And then we're gonna take these ermine skulls and put them in there too. It's kind of flowy. And now I have the ability to have a little store and connect it to the YouTube channel. So I'm gonna actually put this kind of stuff on that little store so people can buy different stuff off the trapline. I think this probably isn't gonna smell that bad. But these bad boys have been rotting in here for, like I said, 2 months. What's up, Jeremy? How you doing? You got your man account back, Sloaner? Good, good. What's up, Camp? How you doing? Ooh, I don't know if I'm ready for this. All right, here we go. See if I can turn this camera a little bit. That's pretty good. From Russia, huh? $10 when I take a swig. Oh, it's gonna have to be more than $10, man. Yeah, see, there's a little hole. Whoa. Oh, that's not too bad. Ah! We're good. Everything's good. It's over. Not over. Not over. Whoa. That's pretty rough, folks. I think boiling these. Actually, this stuff's coming off. But yeah, you can see. I don't know if the water's helping. Eat it. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. There we go. We're good.
We're good now. I figured I'd be more nose blind by this time of the trapping season. Yeah, this definitely doesn't smell good. Up Steel City. Here, what's going on? Man, I've been super busy. I was in town for a couple days and I went out to my trap lines for just a quick turn and burn, check the traps, rebait them, and then I had to come back to town. I'm only in town until I think I'm heading out Wednesday. I'll be back out on the trap lines for another till from the 26th to the I think the 6th. So we'll be out there for a little bit. We'll do some lives out there. We're gonna do some ice fishing. I took my ice auger out there, and we're gonna try to do some ice fishing out by the trap line. What's up, duck and butter? Cooking butter. Oh, dude. Yeah, that's funky. These are gonna be cool though. I don't have beetles, so I gotta go this route. A lot of times in the summertime, I just find you can find like a dead animal, and there's already like dermis beetles that occur naturally, and you can set your skulls and stuff in there. But look at this, it's got a crack right in the top of the skull where the trap whacked it. Got your generator down, huh? Do we do daylight savings? Yes, we do. And I'm so bad with dates and time that I just wait till my phone changes by itself or somebody tells me. If I'm at work, somebody will tell me. Yeah, Jay, I had those for a while, but you got to keep them warm. And I don't, and they kind of stink. So those dermis beetles, they're kind of a pain in the ass to keep up here. And you got to feed them. And that work schedule I was on before, they ended up dying. Like couldn't keep them fed and warm. And they can get mites. They get like diseases and stuff if you're not careful. They were cool. I did a couple skulls, but that maceration technique, I kind of for the amount of skulls I do, it's not too bad. The initial smell when I dump it out. Yeah, look at that. 29? Dude, that's beautiful. I think it was 10 above in Delta. Yeah, look at his little teeth. Yeah, pretty good looking. I don't know. I think it's a cool looking skull. I think an air compressor that on the shop might be the way to go. Then I could blow this stuff everywhere. But yeah, I just have this little project to do, and then I just wanted to check in with you guys. I've been on here in a few days. Figured I'd stop in and say what's up. That probably looks a little better. I'm just gonna kind of get the big chunks off, and then we'll put it back in there. I might throw it in with that beaver skull, but need a poker or something. I did catch a couple more martin, so we're up at like 45 on the martin this year. I had some wolves. I found a wolf, where some wolves got a moose kind of close to the cabin, so I set the traps on that. Haven't seen the wolverines come back through, so those probably are out of the area for the season. Smells like victory. Oh, I see somebody's from Tennessee, so we got, yeah, Jeremy. I found out today that that cabin I was supposed to be building with Brian for a customer, that kind of got postponed. We're still gonna do it. We're just not gonna, my partner Ryan is building a house in Tennessee for a guy. And he was supposed to have a helper and that guy didn't work out, so, he's gonna be a little later getting in Alaska, so I'm probably gonna fly down to Tennessee and help Ryan build a house, finish building a house. It's all off grid, just right up my alley, so. Probably be down in Tennessee for a couple weeks this spring. Cleaned up a martin skull. Getting the goodies off of it so it doesn't stink. Went over to Trapper Steve-O's house today and we pressure canned some caribou meat. That was pretty cool. I don't know what part of Tennessee. It's like an hour away from Nashville. I think it's southeast, maybe. The town starts with an L, where Ryan lives, but I don't know where he's building the cabin. I don't know what town it is. I just talked to him on the phone, and he was like, "Hey man, I'm not gonna be able to make it to build that cabin just before you go out for breakup up to the cabin." I was like, "Oh, okay." Well, traffic season ends on the 15th, and I think I can still snow machine out there, all the way to the beginning of April. So I won't have anything to do from the middle of March to the beginning of April, so I'm gonna hammer down there. Lebanon, maybe. I wanna say it might be Lebanon. It's a small town, I know that. I want this to come off, yeah, this is supposed to come off. T-Rex, you know it. Pine Martin. Your name is Andrew. This is a Pine Martin skull. We got off the trap line. So we're just getting all the meat off of it and everything. We're gonna put it in detergent to get all the oils out of it. But there's like, so I got, over here, I've got a bear skull and a wolf skull. And then, I've got a beaver skull in the crock pot and a couple ermine skulls in there. I think this probably could have sat in a warmer area. It was in Stevo's garage. It's not too warm. I think it was like, it's usually like 50 degrees in there. I think if this would have been somewhere where it was 70, the bacteria will break it down a little faster. I thought it'd be farther along. I did one summer. It was a caribou, the one out in my shop, caribou skull, and I left it in a tub of water out in the yard in the summer, and I didn't go anywhere near it till the fall, and then I just pulled that thing out, and all the meat just fell off. Thanks, Happy Nightmare. We yeah, usually we're out at the cabin or out on the trap line, or we're just in town, so I wanted to get in here and touch base with everybody, and the project I had to do, so getting after it. A hot seat, yeah, that would be badass. I've used those for cleaning heavy equipment. I think it'd be great for this stuff. You ever use a pressure washer for flushing animals? I hear that's kind of, they work pretty good. We got a little bit here. Trying to keep track of the teeth. Those things start falling out. It's kind of a pain. You gotta stick them back in there and glue them in. Got a turtle skull. That's right. Pufferfish. Oh, I've seen those stuffed pufferfish. They're pretty awesome. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping after the ice goes out, I'm gonna go do a little campaign for beavers, and hopefully I get quite a few. But flushing those things, I think I might take a pressure washer out to the cabin. Just go down by the river, hammer down. All right, that one's pretty good. I'm gonna put this in that crock pot for a little bit. I mean, like, this is the marten skull, and then this is an ermine. Like, the difference, I don't know. I don't even know if I have the ability to do this. I tried that one at the cabin, and it worked out okay. And then the beaver one, I think this one's gonna clean up real nice. And I just love the teeth. Peroxide, copy that. Oh, Sloaner's out. All right, take it easy, Sloaner. Life lesson with Rick. What's up, Barricade? How you doing? Every once in a while, I keep getting a good whiff. That's okay. Also, because I moved out of the house, I don't have anything, hardly anything for a knife. I got a couple dull steak knives. I left all my skin and stuff down at the cabin. So we're making do with the old Leatherman. Yeah, it smells coming. No, it's coming out of this little hole in the back of the. Actually, need to get. Oh, you know what? I saw a chopstick earlier. I got this chopstick. I don't know where it came from. I don't have chopsticks. Uh, it might have been from my previous renter. They might be Katie. I don't know. Hopefully she's not on here. If they're her. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where to get mealworms or any kind of. I think mealworms are like a bait worm, aren't they? Like I have to order all that stuff. Like we don't even have worms like earthworms in the ground. The ground's too cold. Like if you want to put earthworms in your garden, you gotta buy them. And there's a lot of things they won't ship to me because I don't have a street address. We don't have FedEx. You might now you may be able to get FedEx, but there's a dude in town. His name is Cliff the mailman. So if you get anything UPS, or if I do, I have to call Cliff the mailman, tell him to look out for my package, and then I have to meet him in town. Um, Kind of a pain. They won't ship it to a PO box. Well, I got some teeth with them. I don't want to lose these teeth. Yeah, where do you get mule? Where would I get? What's up, Mountain Life? How you doing? Oh, thanks, Mountain Life. Appreciate that. I do have a microwave now. It showed up at my house. Oh, I found the tooth. You gotta be careful with these teeth falling out. It's either a tooth or a piece of rice. I did dishes earlier and I washed a pan that had rice. That's going to the crock pot. No, I think it's a piece of rice. It tastes like rice. I do have Amazon and they will ship me everything that they'll ship to a PO box. But I don't have a street address, so they won't ship me, and they won't ship anything with batteries. Can't get anything with batteries. You can't get anything with batteries. Just because of where I live, they won't ship it. Which is it's okay. I will trade that any day for not having neighbors. I've got a part coming for the Wi-Fi, and I actually had to ship it to somebody else because they don't ship to PO boxes, so I have to ship it to a friend. And then when it comes in, I didn't do any of it. Katie did it all. She shipped it to somebody up here, and I gotta wait till it comes in, and then they gotta tell me, and I gotta get it. That's okay. Worth it. Yeah. So none of that stuff is alive right now. The meal, I don't know, the maggots and all that, but the usually what I do in the summertime, we have naturally occurring dermis beetles. So what I do is I start a bone pile out behind the house here, and then I go out there and the dermis beetles find it. And there's no bears or anything around here to drag that stuff off. No neighbors, dogs, all that. So I just put it in a pile behind the shop, and the dermis beetles get it, and they go to work on it. And in a couple weeks, I go pull all my skulls out of the ground, or out of the, I don't know, it's just in the woods. But it's too cold for all that right now. Oh, we got a taxidermy guy here. What's up, Oak Ridge? OG, this is a Martin skull. You get, yeah, you get, so you gotta get FedEx to the local grocery store and then you gotta go pick it up. I love it. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah, people like during COVID, oh my God, our work, they were like, okay, you got 2 weeks off, and then we're gonna mail you this test, and you gotta take this test and then put it back in the package and mail it back to us, and it'll tell us if you're positive or whatever, and then you can come to work. And I was like, well, okay, but they're like, what's your street address? And I told them, and I was like, they're not gonna, the mail doesn't come to that address. You have to ship it to a PO box. And they're like, it's FedEx. Okay, well, then I can't get it. You have to figure out a different way to mail stuff to me. I cannot get FedEx. At the time, FedEx wasn't coming down here at all. And they're like, oh, they could not understand that. They just thought I was being difficult. I'm like, oh, fine, here's my street address. And I gave it to them. And they would say every time, well, your test got returned, so now you have to quarantine for 3 days before you go to work. Every time I would get down there, like, yeah, I tried to tell you this over and over and over again. And they just, because they live in the city of Juneau, where they think everybody can just get all that. Like, I don't know, they just didn't understand. They lived out in the middle. Trapper Katie. Hey, Katie, is this yours? I found it in the silverware drawer. I don't know where it came from. Okay, cool. Because I've been using it to clean the brains out of this skull. And if I mean, this was just, I had two skulls, I just threw them in that water. If I'm gonna do this on, like, if I start selling these and I'm gonna do them in mass, then I'm definitely gonna get an easier way to do it. But this was just a quick down and dirty way that I had at the time. No big. How's trapping going? Pretty good. Doing pretty good on the martin. I've got some pretty good prospect on wolf. I don't know, we'll see. I found a moose carcass that the wolves have gotten, so I set up some stuff on that. And then beaver season's right around the corner, so I'm pretty stoked about that. And then we did pretty good on the martin so far. And then the two wolverines we got. I learned a lot. Let's put it that way. I learned a ton about the area. You know, it's a new area. Learned a lot about what animals are moving through, what areas. And I got some real dead spots where they're like there's too much, something's going on. They're just spots where animals do not move through. And so next year I won't set in those areas. And then I got spots that I had lots of action. So just kind of picking those spots. And then next year I'm gonna definitely set up a lot better for river otter, because there's a lot more river otter up there than I thought. So I saw a lot of sign this time around. Yeah, I could start trapping beavers right now, but I got all my um I got all my 330s deployed for river otter and wolverine, and then I just haven't had time to go drill holes in the ice and set up snares. So I might do some next week. I'm gonna be down there for like another 10 days, so I might do some then. Now that it's a little warmer and the days are getting longer, and also I'm gonna go. I got a plan to make this big expedition as soon as the ice goes up, because we can trap them all the way to like everything else ends in March, and beaver in my area ends April. I don't think I'd trap them that late, but as soon as the ice goes out, I'm gonna take my little boat and just set traps wherever they're being active, all the way up that creek as far as I can go. A little easier than dealing with the thick ice. This one's looking pretty good. Gross. When does it start warming up? It's March. Yeah, I mean it's not too cold right now, but March we start getting the long, like it'll get cold at night, but then you get enough daylight during the day where it'll warm up quite a bit. You start getting some decent temperature swings. March is beautiful here. I love it. April's usually like end of March, beginning of April in town starts to get all muddy. As they say on Jeremiah Johnson, March, maybe April. April's the muddy season, but the farmers love it. Katie, you missed a good one. You're lucky you weren't here for that. Because it stinks in here. You thought I was a backcountry guide, or you thought Katie was a backcountry guide? I don't guide. No way. Nobody. I take friends out to do stuff, but
Yep, exactly, Jay Fishing. That's what we're gonna do. There's a like right now everything's living in bank dens, and they've got I've got a couple spots where there's some active feed beds, but a lot of that country where I'm at, they're not in these big lodges like you see in a lot of places. They're in bank dens. So when you're on the river, you can't even see where they are. And then the feed piles they have, it's all under the snow, so it's pretty tough to find them. You got some Wayne's World going on. So if you just wait till, yeah, just wait till the water goes out, then you can go and there's slides everywhere and you can just pick them off. And I can shoot them, where I'm at now. A couple of years ago, you couldn't. I don't know when they changed it, but they might change it last year, but you can actually shoot them now. So I'd rather trap them, but they're pretty fun to throw lead at. Your wife goes taxidermy? Right on. How long did it take to grow the Viking beard? I've had this beard, I don't know, almost 10 years. And if you guys ever, I'll show you sometime. Everybody asks, like, how come it's not longer? I'll show you the Velcro on my coat and the zippers and everything that just rips hair out of my face all the time. This is as long as it gets. Oh, thanks, man. Mike. Appreciate it. Mountain Life, where are you guys at? You guys up like by Fairbanks or you down by Palmer, Wasilla area? Big dramatic, what's going on? Or actually, you know what? Can I say your name on here? Because that would be it's a little easier to pronounce. Oh, you're down in Washington. Okay. Yeah, okay. Colville. I got some buddies that live around Colville. 5 links and a Martin yesterday. Heck yeah. All right. I'm gonna start saying Gary then. You got some links. I haven't really been setting for links. I got some sets out now, but I've just been kind of blowing by the areas where I see the tracks. I got a few out. That's good. 5. Yeah, you get the buttons or the in your bibs, your Carhartt bibs, you got that metal tab right there. That'll rip facial hair out like no other. Miss Queen, how you doing? I'm doing good. I'm at my house in town. I went out to the trap line, did a quick trap check, had to be in Fairbanks for a thing, and I came back down here to take care of some stuff. I got to be 2 millimeter. But yeah, I'm just trying to button up some projects around here. We're boiling up some skulls. I think this is gonna turn out. I think this bad boy is gonna be pretty sweet. Like these beaver skulls, I think are pretty awesome. Break a world record for kick flips. I already tried. Yeah, I can't do a kick flip. Yeah, I think those beaver skulls. Like I'm hoping to get a pile of. I already have a pile of Martin at the cabin. I've been just saving them all. I'm gonna you like keep all the skulls except for the ones that are completely messed up. But I'd like to get a bunch of Martin skulls and a bunch of beaver skulls and do them up. Might be worth getting beetles for that. You I got soda cans. I don't have any. No, there might be a beer can around here somewhere. Oh yeah. I, oh, the doors are back. Yeah, I made this I made that out of lumber from Home Depot, and it wasn't quite dry, but I I distressed it with a drill and random tools, scratch it up. Yeah, I don't drink soda. I drink a lot. Drink coffee, water, and beer. Maybe a whiskey once in a while. What's up, fat cat? How's your fishing going? Did you catch any fish, man? I was on Fat Cat's Live a little bit ago. Yeah, I do like it there on the pantry because you can just like, I don't know, the laundry room's in there, so you can just button it up and it kind of like closes up the kitchen into a nice, skunk, huh? That'll happen. Yeah, happens to me a lot because I'm not a very good fisherman. I'm more of the hunter. But once we get my buddy, the other Ryan. Once we get him down, man, that guy's a fishing son of a gun. So hopefully we'll get you guys out and we'll catch some pike, maybe some sheepfish. Oh man, a lot of trial and error is what that is. Trial and error. Justin, cool. And you sound like one of my buddies from work. Water super cold. I reserved my hell yeah brothers for Katie. Like a man. Hell yeah. I'm gonna, so the next couple days, I'm working on another video on the long form. I got one more queued up. I brought my laptop. So I'm gonna try to get this other video out for you guys. Um, see how that goes. Every time I get home, I end up looking at all the stuff I'm behind on and I need to do, and it kind of stresses me out. So I try to get back out in the woods as fast as I can. How do I heat my house? Right now I got heating oil. I've got a toilet stove, and I've got a boiler downstairs, so I got hydronic heating in the floor. And then, yeah, it's concrete slab in the basement. And then the walls are 12 inches thick. They're all concrete foam. And then I haven't put it in yet, but a wood stove. I'm gonna have a wood stove. It's just on the 2 and 2 schedule that I was on. It's just you can't. You gotta have a couple sources of heat if you're gone, and the house, one of them quits. Not good. But we also there's no natural out in Delta. There's no natural gas, so it's either diesel or propane. A lot of people heat with firewood. I was looking at the stove because it just kicked on. To the boiler room. I don't have any enemies. What are you guys talking about? He's just stirring up a pot. Yeah, they're 12 inches thick. Let me show you. I think actually it shows right here. So this, sheetrock, and then there's 2 inches of foam behind the sheetrock, 8 inches of concrete, and 2 inches of foam, and then anything above ground level, there's another inch and a half of foam. So it's actually 13 and a half inches thick upstairs. And in the basement, they're 12 inches thick, but you can see it, I mean, there's even more wall outside. So it's pretty efficient house. It doesn't take a whole lot to heat it. Which is what you want up here. Yeah, the remote wall, like the double 2x6 wall, where you build the 2x4 and then you offset another 2x4, and then you insulate both of those, that double wall, remote wall, that's a really good way to do it too. $50 cal Hawkins. Oh man, I wish I had a 50 cal Hawkins. Yeah, it's a sturdy structure. It's, I mean, it's a castle. It's pretty stout. But I did concrete for 10 years, so I like working. Alien proof? I think it's alien proof. How many fans? There's a big squirrel cage in there. It's got a fan on each side. Oh, fat cat. That's a good, okay, don't live in the freezing cold. That would be the solution to that, I guess. And then you guys look at my trapping cabin and there's no insulation at all, so I kind of missed on that one. I don't know that anything's Bigfoot. Yeah, I built this house. Me and my friend Ryan, the other Ryan. He's kind of my partner in crime. Yeah, we are halfway down with the boat. We got the alligators on order. Chapter Scott. We're just gonna put Wolverines in the boat, so we don't have to fill it up with water. Yeah, Jay Fish, you send us up some alligators. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Smurf. A lot of methane in that trapping cabin. Oh, thanks. Thanks. Back row? Back row? I appreciate that. I'm just trying to get a rotating chair. I got these regular, I just want a rotating chair. Yeah, your back at your live was doing good. I went in there. Crushed a 12 pack. You know what? Maybe in my younger days, I might have seen one of those up close, but it's not worth the next days. I'm too old for that. There goes Smurf. Smurfy just put out a new song today, right, Smurf? I saw it. I haven't watched it yet. You guys go check out his music. How long did it take to build the house? Like the upstairs is all finished, but there's a couple, I need to do some tile in the entryway, but I gotta finish the stairs going down to the basement. Pretty much everything else is done upstairs. And that took like 2 summers. Yeah, 2 summers, 2 winters. We got it pretty well closed in. I had a wood stove sitting, I had a piece of plywood right here with like a chimney pipe going out. And a wood stove sitting right here and heated it up in the winter, that first winter. Yeah. Maybe the second one. I think the second. And then I did all sheetrock and everything that winter. And then the next summer we ended up putting eave on. I built like a big timber style eave, put that on, kind of finished up the outside the next summer. Did the siding and put the windows in. I had just plywood with insulation on the window holes. But yeah, it's and the basement's still not done. I mean, Shelby moved out and just kind of me and Katie here, so I don't really have a reason to put a bunch of money into the basement yet. It's gonna be an office and a living room and a gym, or an like office slash gym, and the master bedroom downstairs. Kind of a living room area with the wood stove and a TV, but we don't sit around and watch TV too much, so it's not a huge priority. It's a trap home. That's right. That's right. But if you didn't hear earlier, I did take all my ice fishing gear down to Manly this last round. I just didn't have any time to fish. But my friend Bill's coming in Wednesday, and we're gonna go drill some holes in the ice and try to catch some burbot. Look for some good ice fishing holes. It's a new area for me, so. But I'll bring the Starlink down wherever we're fishing. Thanks, Mountain Life. Oh, sorry. Just Trapper's Guide. Yeah, so we're gonna try to do some ice fishing down there. Fire up the live while we're doing it. I don't know how many fish or if we're gonna catch any. You can watch us freeze our butts off out there on the river. You need medics standing by. Your truck is bigger than mine. Probably. Oh, I saw a grumpy old man comment. You deleted it. What's going on there? Trampoline. What's your dog's name? Your dog died? I'm sorry to hear that. Burbot Taco. Name's Cooper? Well, I'm sorry that you lost Cooper. That's a total bummer. Yeah, Mountain Life, I've been on there. I've watched a couple of your videos. I think you were on, over on Gary's live the other day. Ever since you've seen Grumpy Old Man, you want to go ice fishing? Yeah. It's a great play. Love that. Those older comedies are great. Yeah, you're welcome. When am I gonna shave my beard? Never. I mean, it might get burnt off or something, but I don't shave it. I don't know. It's not like, I don't really think that much about it. It keeps my face warm in the winter and I just had it. Kind of lazy about shaving. Well, Katie, you might have just opened up a can of worms there. Bet the shop, restaurante. Yeah. Close the door. The mosquitoes are crazy over my macaroni and cheese dish. I love that. I love Grumpy Old Man. Yeah, Scotty, it's a pretty cool channel. Check it out. Shave the beard straight to jail. Yeah. Yeah, my life. I think I've been following you for a bit too. I see it. I see your videos come up. Attach seafood. Oh, yeah. Katie has been hitting me up about this seafood boil, and so this is what I had a question about. Is if you put like crawfish in there, crawfish isn't a seafood, right? Like you get them out of creeks, or are they in like brackish saltwater? Because seafood to me is like shrimp, clams, crab, salmon, mussels. Yeah, we're still here, Ed. Like, I appreciate it. Right? So yeah, so somebody said, well, we have some crawfish, but I don't think you put crawfish in a seafood boil. So Katie, are we trying to do, you're just trying to stuff them in your face. So do you want, because the neighbor Mike, he said he had 10 pounds of crawfish, and then, we're rounding up some crab and some clams, but the crawfish boil is pretty dang good. We're doing it all. I seafood and yeah, I'm seafood, exactly. Oh, thanks, Katie. I'll be sure to get right after that. Yeah, okay, Fat Cat, I'm tracking. That was my question, like, is that kosher or not? I think a seafood, I think a just straight seafood would be better. I mean, I like crawfish too. Food and things. I don't know what Mr. Frey, well, I don't know what that symbol is. I should do a Vikings beard. I don't know what that is. Like braid it? No, that's too much maintenance. We're going for easy and not enough seasoning if you ain't seen it. Cool. Well, I'm gonna get off of here. I got some other stuff to do, like laundry and take a shower. I just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys for a minute, check in and do those Martin skulls, show you what was going on with that. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty tired. Drove 260 miles in my truck with a trailer and 2 snow machines, and then did about 300 miles on my sled in 2 days, and then drove another 260 miles back here. I'm pretty worn out. So I'm gonna shut her down, but it's good to see all you guys. Appreciate running into you. We'll be back on here. I don't know exactly when, but we'll be back on. Maybe Thursday or something. All right, you guys have a good night. Thanks, Cam.